Moses and the burning bush, the call to freedom. Welcome back to Gospel Glimpse. Last time, we witnessed the miracle of Moses' birth and his improbable upbringing in the heart of the Egyptian palace. Now, many years have passed. The prince has become a shepherd, living a quiet life in the desert. He is a man with a past he can't escape and a future he can't imagine. But all of that is about to change with a single, unexplainable sight, a bush on fire that doesn't burn up. Today, we're diving into one of the most pivotal moments in all of the Bible, the moment God calls a timid, ordinary man to do an extraordinary, impossible task. Get ready for a story of divine presence, an epic commission, and a hero who is anything but ready for the job. After a dramatic moment where Moses chose to defend one of his people and was forced to flee Egypt, he settled in the land of Midian. He found work as a shepherd for his father-in-law, Jethro, a priest of Midian. For 40 years, Moses lived a simple, quiet life, tending sheep in the vast, empty desert. The once prince of Egypt was now a man of the wilderness. A man who thought his greatest adventures were far behind him. One day, while leading his flock to Mount Horeb, the mountain of God, something caught his eye, just off in the distance. A bush was on fire. This was nothing unusual in the desert heat, but as he looked closer, a remarkable sight unfolded. The bush was on fire, but it wasn't being consumed. The leaves weren't turning to ash, the branches weren't charring. It was just a burning. Moses, curious and intrigued, decided to go closer to investigate this strange phenomenon. As he approached, a voice called out from the middle of the bush, "Moses, Moses!" He stopped in his tracks, his heart pounding. "Here I am," he replied. The voice spoke again, powerful and clear. "Do not come any closer. Take off your sandals, for the place where you are standing is holy ground." And then, the voice revealed itself. "I am the God of your father, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob." Moses, in awe and reverence, hid his face, terrified to look at God. And the Lord continued, speaking to the very heart of Moses' people. "I have indeed seen the misery of my people in Egypt. I have heard them crying out because of their slave drivers, and I am concerned about their suffering. So I have come down to rescue them from the hand of the Egyptians and to bring them up out of that land into a good and spacious land, a land flowing with milk and honey." And then came the most surprising part of all. God turned to Moses and said, "So now go. I am sending you to Pharaoh to bring my people, the Israelites, out of Egypt." Moses, a man who had been running from his past for 40 years, was stunned. He was no longer a prince, he was a nobody. "Who am I?" he stammered, "that I should go to Pharaoh and bring the Israelites out of Egypt?" God's reply was simple, yet profound. "I will be with you." But Moses had more questions, more doubts. "What if they ask me for your name? What shall I tell them?" "I am who I am," God replied. "This is what you are to say to the Israelites, 'I am has sent me to you.'" Moses still wasn't convinced. "What if they don't believe me or listen to what I say?" God's voice was patient, but firm. He gave Moses 3 signs. First, he told him to throw his staff on the ground. It immediately turned into a snake. When he picked it up by the tail, it turned back into a staff. Second, he told him to put his hand inside his cloak. When he took it out, it was covered in leprosy. But when he put it back in and took it out again, it was perfectly clean. Third, he was told to pour water from the Nile on the ground, and it would turn into blood. But Moses had one last excuse, a deeply personal one. Please, Lord, I have never been eloquent. I am slow of speech and tongue." And with that, God's patience ran out. "Who gave human beings their mouths?" He said, "Is it not I, the Lord? Now go. I will help you speak and will teach you what to say." Finally, Moses agreed, but only with a final request: "Please send someone else." In a final act of grace, God said, "What about your brother, Aaron the Levite? I know he can speak well. He is already on his way to meet you. He will be your mouthpiece, and you will be like God to him, telling him what to say." And with that, Moses, a man who started with every reason to say no, finally said yes. The story of Moses and the burning bush is not just a tale of a miraculous event. It's a story about the true nature of a hero. God didn't choose a mighty prince or a great warrior. He chose a humble, self-doubting shepherd. He chose a man who felt he was unworthy, a man who had more questions than answers. And he met him in the wilderness, in a burning bush that was not consumed, to show him that nothing is impossible with God. What part of Moses' story speaks to you the most? Is it his humility, his doubt, or his final act of courage? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Our epic journey through Exodus is getting bigger. Next time, we'll see Moses and Aaron go before the mighty Pharaoh and witness the first of the incredible plagues sent by God to free his people. What will happen when a shepherd from the desert stands before the most powerful ruler on earth and demands, "Let my people go"? Don't miss the next thrilling chapter. Make sure to like this video, share it with someone who needs a story of faith, and subscribe to Gospel Glimpse for more captivating Bible narratives. Follow us on our social media. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more amazing Bible stories at Gospel Glimpse Stories, _confirmation =1. We'll see you in our next video.